It's a bonus episode. You guys are getting spoiled. We just keep having bonus episodes. There's going to be like 7 or 8 episodes in 1 month now, apparently. So, Stage Door, as always, here on our little bonus thing here. But make sure you tune in on Friday also. Today, though, we are going to be talking to the Black Swamp Players. They had just revealed their upcoming season, and we're going to break it down with them, and they're going to tell us why they picked their shows and what's going on with that. So we want to know. We want to know, why did you pick these shows, obviously? Why? What was the deal? What were the shows? We need to know everything, so start from the very top and work the way down.
How do you do a reveal? Did you have people come to your facility?
Well, this is the first time we've done it. It was an idea from one of our board members, and she had done this with a theater group that she was part of before she moved up here.
Oh.
And when she was kind of talking about it, most of us were like, yeah, let's do that. That sounds fun. We get to dress up, whatever.
Yeah.
And so it was really, this was the first year that we did it, and it's just a really nice thing to do because who we are is in that season, so much of our identity. So, it's nice to make a big deal out of it.
And you guys aren't even done with the current season.
Oh,
you guys
no.
still have a couple shows at least going on, right? What do you
Right.
got? Something coming up real soon in
We're
April?
in rehearsals for a musical that runs the last weekend of April, the first weekend of May.
What is it?
It should have been you.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And then at the same time, we just cast Twilight Los Angeles 1992, that Anna Devere Smith.
And when's that?
saga.
Was that a summer show?
No, that's,
Oh my
that's the
gosh.
last weekend in May, 4 nights. And then we are also casting
for Mimi's
Right.
Famous Company, which is the first winner of our playwriting contest.
Oh, nice.
So much
Yeah.
stuff going on here.
So
a lot
you
of good
have
stuff.
3 shows still to do for this season,
season.
Right.
and you're already announcing next season.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what were
Sheesh,
those?
You guys are pretty
shows?
ambitious then, obviously. You're just kind of like,
We're trying to make the most of having our own space finally.
Obviously.
We're making up for years of being in a church.
You just finished a show. Was that Osage?
We
County?
did just finish
Right.
August Osage County,
Oh.
yeah.
I want to touch on
God.
what you said there. You said it was your first winner of the
Playwriting
writing. Yeah,
contest.
touch on that again. You did it on our first time you were on. You were doing this. Let's talk about this person, what they did.
Sure. So this playwriting contest, we started right before COVID shut everything down. So this play was the first winner of that. And then we were supposed to do it last year, but of course we didn't have a season. So the play is called Mimi's Famous Company. It's by Nina Wright, who is a Toledo area actor, director, writer. She's an English teacher like me, and she's just a really great human being. And this play is hilarious. It is like this young girl who starts a card company and will do anything to make it successful, including murder.
Nice.
So it's kind of this black comedy. It's really, really funny. And so that's going to go up in June. And our hope for this playwriting contest was to fill a niche that we don't have in the area. There's Toledo Voices where you get staged readings, but we wanted a process where
Ron, write Toledo Voices down. We got
Toledo
to have them
Voices
on.
down.
Yeah.
I didn't know this was a group.
Oh,
See,
you
we
don't know Toledo?
we don't know
It's
lots
at
of
the
stuff.
Rep.
Have you listened to our show? Remember last time you
I
were on? I
have.
said I didn't know what I was
thought-
talking about. I still don't. So,
you always seem to
Jeffrey
know like
Albright.
what's going on.
well, some things, but not. That's the new one. I love that you just threw something out at us that I didn't know. Somebody else I need to get a hold of.
Well, the Toledo Voices program is out of the Toledo Rep.
Okay.
And they do staged readings of local playwrights' plays. We wanted to do one play that we gave a full production to, but that we also allowed the writer and the director and the actors to workshop that script together and to bring it to this full-scale production. So that's what we're going to be doing.
So she wrote this play.
Yeah.
And then it was workshopped and things were adjusted and corrected. Is that what you're saying? Like
That is what
made
will
better?
happen. Yeah.
Because that play goes up in June.
Yep.
Okay, so it hasn't happened yet,
No.
but they're going to workshop it together so that they're going to actually make it even better.
That's
than it
right.
is. So it's already great, I'm sure, because this is an English teacher, so no grammar mistakes. So we know that part. And somebody who can actually write, and then it's going to get even better with the workshopping and saying, I'm not feeling that. Let's maybe change that a little bit.
That's
after.
the hope. Yeah.
Awesome. That is so cool.
So why are we here?
No, I like to touch on everything, man.
So we had the big season reveal.
Big reveal.
Yes.
And so we picked 5 plays, a committee of, I think there's 6 of us on there.
All
We-
plays?
One musical.
One musical.
Oh, okay.
And this year we have decided not to do a holiday play because
Oh.
sometimes there's not really a great Christmas play. we just decided to barrel right through the season. So
You guys are kind of known for doing that show that is not like the other Christmas shows, though. That's what I've seen for the last few years.
oh,
All the Christmas shows all wrapped up into one or something like that,
That's
right?
the first time we did that this
Oh,
last year.
oh.
And we had done several times what's that called?
Oh, the best Christmas
Best
pageant
Christmas
ever.
pageant.
That's what it was.
play.
I was thinking then.
No,
okay.
no. We won't be doing that.
No, okay.
Ever.
Everybody
Ever
loves
again.
that show, apparently. Okay.
It's awful.
It's a good show to bring people in because it has so many children in it with a lot lot of grandparents. And so
Oh, okay.
Tickets.
But the show itself isn't the best written.
It's
Is that
all
It's
right?
wretched.
Oh, now stop.
I love it. I love how it's a BPC.
Uh-huh.
It's okay. It's the worst ever. Wretched is such a
So,
great word.
5 plays, one of them's a musical, and
Yes.
none
Right.
of them are Christmas.
None of them are Christmas. We're starting in September, so 2 months after that June play closes,
Yeah.
we'll be plunging right into that season. And that show is
5 women wearing the same dress.
At the same time.
At the same time.
No, but that would be a very interesting show, and we could now do that since we're no longer in a church. But no, this is, I don't know if y'all remember, but the show 6 Feet Under about the funeral home.
I've heard of it, but I never saw it. Yeah,
It's
television
the
show,
same
yeah.
person who wrote that, who wrote this play, and it's a play about women who are in a wedding, so that's why they're wearing the same dress. They're bridesmaids, and they're upstairs while the wedding is, happening or the reception, and it's this really
Spoiler, it's a wedding, I guess.
you know that from the beginning.
Oh, okay, good,
yeah,
good.
no, you know that. But it's really about these women's relationships with one another, and it's got a lot of really great roles for 20-something women.
Nice.
Hard to find in Toledo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Bowling Green. So you can
Okay.
tap into BGSU maybe too, obviously as well.
hope so.
So get in some BGSU students. The high school right there is putting together some really good stuff.
'Cause
So
isn't
you
it
keep tapping
the
into
20-somethings go off and start doing their thing and forget to do musical theater?
I don't know what they're doing in the 20s. I'm so far removed from
Flashbacks,
that.
how far exactly? Ooh, I don't know. I only remember what I was doing at 1 o'clock when I was in my 20s. That's
I don't remember what I was doing at 1 o'clock
so
today.
these women, obviously, they're all in the same dress, but they obviously all have the same connection, and that's the bride. So maybe do they know each other very well, or is it all kind of thrown together? Like I kind of know it because he's the
most
sister.
of them were friends in one way or another. If not with the bride, with the bride's family. And it's a comedy, so we
Oh,
thought we'd
see.
start the season
Are
off
there
light.
roles for
Nice.
an old guy like me?
No, that's
No.
that is a very young cast.
young
So,
cast.
we would have to be in another show.
Okay.
The stage version of Cocoon, you and I will star
Yeah,
in.
okay, yeah.
And when they do Father of the Bride, maybe you can come in. But
Yeah.
right now, it's just the Bride and the Bridesmaids movie. That's
But-
pretty cool.
Yeah,
though.
but we wanted to, to pick a lot of different shows that would allow very different
Yeah.
people, age-wise and otherwise, to come in and audition. So
And-
this is the young show.
Yeah, grow the pool of people that even know about Black
That's the
Swamp
hope.
players. Yeah,
Yeah, that's the
get them out there and do stuff. So
That's September.
But
That
that's
is
what's
September.
interesting to me about the bridesmaid thing is it is always one of those situations where the bride is tight with all of them, but sometimes it's like, that's a girl I went to high school with, and I haven't seen her for a while, really. And then this is my sister, who I'm obligated to have in this thing. And then this over here is
My cousin
real,
nobody likes,
yeah, my
right?
my actual best friend. And none of them are like all tight with each other, so they're all kind of probably vying for, I'm the real Mary. Nobody else gets to have
Right.
we see that in actual marriages, in actual weddings. So I assume it's a lot of stuff like that. Am I wrong?
No, it's
Ah,
good.
I nailed it. Don't even know the show. Kind of know it. It sounds like it's a fun show, though.
It
will
really
be.
is.
Yeah,
It's lovely.
Laughing is always the best way to go. I think especially opening up the season.
So at this event, people cheer, "Oh, that's a great show," or they don't. They're going, "What?" Or is there a red carpet on you in tuxes at this event?
No
No
tuxes.
tuxes.
no time.
Just, dressed nicely.
Yeah.
And no red carpet.
No red
since
carpet.
Our theater is still under construction.
Okay.
Any day now it will be finished.
Uh-huh.
But
Okay, so then what's after that then?
then Marjorie Prime, which I'm really looking forward to. Didn't it win a Pulitzer?
Marjorie Prime. You brought that up the last time you were here because I made some stupid.
Because I had just read it, She brought it to the season
Yeah.
selection committee, and I fell in love with the script.
Because
And
I
couldn't shut up about it.
I made a dumb Transformers joke about
Yeah.
Optimus Prime. And, you
Oh, I
it was-
remember that.
No, it was
Oh,
very lame.
Marjorie
Yes.
Very
Prime.
lame. So what is this one about then?
It's about in the future when
Transformers came.
no,
There are no Transformers.
There's
Seems
an
like-
older
seems
woman,
like a miss.
an older woman who is forgetting people in her life,
Oh, okay.
and so to ease her transition in that awkward time, she's provided with a companion that resembles someone from her youth. Let's just say that.
Okay.
And the companion is artificial intelligence.
okay.
Right.
Nice. So, but it's somebody to assist and help this person have a more enjoyable life, obviously, and to help remember stuff.
It's got robots
And comfort
in it?
them.
No, I mean, the artificial intelligence is just kind of a mechanism to get you to think about memory and trauma and loss. It's a really lovely play, but I have to say, there's a film adaptation which you would think would be good because it stars Gina Davis, the incomparable Gina Davis
Gina
of
Davis.
Thelma and Louise fame. Yes, that's her. And she's still amazing. But, you know, it's got Tim Robbins and
John
What
Hamm.
has-
John Hamm.
What?
But it's awful. I watched it one night and I was like, no, you've made a mistake. And I just kept saying that over and over. So
And who plays
Tim-
Marjorie Prime in that movie? I can't remember.
I can't remember her name.
So it
but
wasn't
you would
Gina
know her.
Davis then. Okay.
Oh,
No.
No,
No,
Gina Davis
Marjorie
is the
Prime
daughter.
is the old woman in this.
Okay. That's just, well, I don't know how long this movie was ago. I mean, was it a while ago? It could have been.
No,
recent?
because the play is not that old. I think
Gotcha.
the play is from maybe 2012.
Gotcha. Okay, so this is you're completely changing directions then. So after you
We
go
are.
from everybody to laugh a minute, now you're going to go to okay.
Someone's
now-
dying and losing her memory.
Yeah, now we need
Okay.
to make sure that everything is
And-
get the hardcore actors for this
What's
particular
the
show.
dates
Then,
on that one? Is that your Christmas
That's
one?
in December,
huh? That's your
right at the
Christmas show.
beginning of December.
Yeah, it is your Christmas show.
Yeah.
It's our
Sheesh.
holiday show.
Ah, that's it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's actually from 2017, so it's pretty new.
You're doing
okay.
research while we're
Do
doing
it,
the
of
podcast.
course. Yeah,
I
we,
love it.
We
Oh,
get
no,
the
that's
phones
the
out,
film.
pop them
Sorry,
out.
sorry.
Okay, so now what? After that, we move on. We're on the show number 3.
And we are doing the musical in February this year
Ooh.
because we feel that when we try and do a musical in the April time frame, we are competing with
Oh,
a lot
there's a
of
million. Yeah.
Million
a
in
lot of other
April,
musicals.
yeah.
And so you know, you need a musical director and a choreographer and so many roles that those people are stretched thin in the area.
Yeah, I
So-
mean, I just saw somebody post on Facebook because we're in April right now that they are going to go see 19 shows in April. And that's just
That was Chris, right?
It was Chris.
Yeah,
It was
I
Chris.
saw it too.
19 shows. I was like, holy man! And he's not seeing all the shows.
No.
that's still not even
That's
all
Toledo.
of the
there are
shows.
so many.
Crazy.
You know, but spring is and April is the time when a lot of the high schools do their spring shows, obviously
Yeah.
too. So there's just a ton lined up. So yeah, you're gonna have to battle for
So we moved it to February
Yeah.
this year.
And what is it?
And it's the Spitfire Grill.
The Spitfire.
The Spitfire Grill.
And I
There's
am
also
not
a film
familiar.
adaptation of that, and it's pretty good.
I don't know this one at all. What is
No.
that about?
It's about this grill, this diner that is not doing very well, and so they decide that they're going to hold this lottery. And I'm not giving away any spoilers here, so come see it. But they're going to hold this lottery, and they're going to ask people to write an essay about why they want to own the Spitfire Grill. And there's some fee involved with that, but it's about the process of kind of finding a new owner and for this grill. It's really lovely. I hate musicals. I mean, I really hate musicals, but I love musicals that have a really great story to them. And this has such a great story.
And I like musicals. So there, in your
Yeah.
face.
And you can, and I like that you like them.
Yeah.
There's got to be something for everybody, but musicals just aren't my bag.
How many people are in this show? Is it a big cast, huge
It's a
cast, little
small
cast?
cast. It's
Give us some
6.
numbers here. Try and figure out
Ooh.
like who could come and be in these shows as well. I should have asked you about that for the Prime one also.
Marjorie Prime is for middle age and up.
Middle age and up.
There's
Good.
one young role in it, but by young, it's maybe 38,
Oh,
or
okay.
so. But everybody else is in their 50s, and then there's one who is in her 80s.
Is it a cast of 10? Is it a cast
It's
of
a
30?
cast of 4.
4.
4. Okay,
Yeah.
so that one's going to
Okay.
be some.
It's intimate.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It is intimate. Yes,
And there's
going
gonna
to
There's gonna be some clawing and
Spitfire
scratching to get
Grill.
in. Now Spitfire Grill
Spitfire
has how
Grill.
many
Got
people? in it?
grilling in it.
As I recall, it's small, like 6 or 8, but I don't know offhand.
Oh, it's just that small.
It's just
wow.
A
small
musical that small.
That's pretty.
You
dang
better be
small.
good. If
That's
you're
right.
in it.
Yeah, obviously. But again, it's intimate, as you said, right? Yeah, intimate.
Well, we
so-
do have a black box, right? So
Okay.
we need that kind of intimate script.
So you're not going to ever probably have Music Man because is
Thank
everybody
God,
going to?
no.
Oh, come on!
No.
this Mr. Play over here doesn't like musicals. He's like,
Not even
oh,
Hugh Jackman can make that one okay for me. Please.
okay.
I'm going to get hate mail after
Yeah,
this.
you are.
You know, like all the musical theater people in
How
Toledo.
dare
They'll be like,
you.
you awful, horrible
No,
person.
you know what? That's good that we have a group that is focused on different things. That's
Yeah.
why we can't all be doing those kind of musicals. We want to, and you guys are, especially you. If you're going to do it, you're going to do a play. But obviously somebody at Black Swamp likes musicals. So who voted for that one?
I voted for that.
No,
one.
What?
right.
Yeah, I think I was the one who 2 years ago brought it to the committee because I thought we would always do a musical, and I at least wanted us to do something substantive. But yeah, I mean, it's a great musical.
Is it happy, sad? Is it? You said substantive.
It's heartwarming,
All right.
heartwarming. Okay.
but it's definitely not
So
sad.
like Chuck Everlasting, very heartwarming about people who never die and have a love.
Heartwarming.
I think
Yes.
these people would die if the show went on. But yeah,
Okay, so age groups. I'm sorry, did you cover that already? Like how old they're going to be for this particular show?
I think somewhere between 20s and 50s.
Is
Am I
it like
right about
3
that,
and
Deb?
3 again? Like 3 guys, 3?
It is 3 men, 3 women, and
Awesome.
then a silent role.
A silent role.
The visitor.
Like a mime. No.
I was going to say like Lurch.
No, not like a mime. Gotcha. What could make a musical worse? Having a mime.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so and that's not happening. That's your February one. then. So
February.
February that's happening.
Yep.
So you can get Is it going to be a full hit orchestra or is it going to be like
I doubt it.
a
It doesn't call
piano?
for
Yeah.
a lot of instrumentation anyway.
Yeah.
But our space can't handle that.
Yeah, but still, you're picking the right shows. You're picking the right shows, so you don't have to worry about it.
and
That's
and
right.
it's not. I've never heard of it done
No.
in Toledo before. This is great. It's
Yeah, I mean,
people won't be tired of it.
exactly,
Exactly.
Yeah, Adam's Family, which I do love, though.
Yes.
I do love, but even I can only put up with
Yeah.
so
They
much.
go
of the
through
same.
cycles,
Yeah,
right?
right.
Like
Yeah.
Right.
community theaters, many of them go through these cycles where everybody does a show.
Same
I
show.
felt that way about Godspell this past summer. And I was like, is everybody doing this
Yeah.
show? Why? But it was some
Like,
kind of
oh my God,
anniversary.
Spell.
This
Seriously?
is new and fresh and not heard of, and that's
Right.
That's very
appealing.
cool. Probably because it's not very large cast, so it's only going to be held on by certain community theater groups. So, all right, next we're moving on down. That's 3 down. How many
Whoa.
shows do you got?
5.
Five.
The next one you are intimately familiar with.
Oh, am I?
You
Me
are.
or Ron?
You.
Me?
I
let's
was
see
looking
that.
at you.
Okay.
But yeah. So the next one, you are intimately familiar with because your son
Is there
was
a
just
dog in it?
recently in it. Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
Oh
you're
my
doing
We're
that
doing Curious
show?
Incident. Yeah.
oh my
Wow.
gosh.
I
It's a
am. I
lovely show.
loved it.
Yeah.
Obviously for multiple reasons.
Wow.
But that was an intense show. That was so. Ron, you got another chance to go see it.
Yes, yes.
Did you see it at TSA?
No.
No, he doesn't like me or Gabe. Obviously,
Shame.
can only see so many things. Honestly,
That's-
I get it. But that. Okay, so describe this show, and if you leave stuff out, I'll fill in. How's that?
I think you should describe it.
Oh, it's just a spectacular show, but no, I'm not the guest.
It's a
You guys
story
are.
based on a book by Mark Haddon, and it's about an autistic
Yeah.
teenager
Boy on the spectrum. Mm-hmm.
on the spectrum and who does or does not commit a crime, and then the repercussions of his interaction with the people at the scene and later on, and
That was not enough. I'm telling you what it is about.
Okay,
Ready? Okay. What I know it's about is it's actually about a young man who's on the spectrum, and that's only part of the story. Really, it's really
Right.
like a small part of the story. It is really about a young man and parents who have to understand that he has to go out eventually and be a person in society, and he's going to have to deal with that too, and the parents are going to have to deal with that, and it's just a coming. I won't say a coming of age because it's not like romantic or anything like that, but it is a show about growing up and facing the world and overcoming things, and it's about courage. A lot of it is about courage, and people who haven't seen this show need to go see this show. You will feel it. You will definitely feel this show. So
Yeah. I
That's
see it
what I
as a
think it's
show
about.
about a kid trying to figure out some answers to some big questions
Yeah.
about family and self. And I mean, it's just really lovely.
it's all of those things. It's all the
is.
things that everybody just described.
And if you mention the name of that show, people go wild. They all, whoa. It's like,
Yeah, this was a big Tony Award winning play that was out there, and it is not a huge cast either.
It's the
but it can
biggest,
be.
I think, of the season, though.
It
Right,
can
it
be a
is.
big cast. Yeah.
You can certainly roll double in it, but it is the biggest one of the season. Something though that I thought was interesting, and Deb, I'd be curious to hear your reaction to this. But normally, this is a process that goes back and forth, and it can be so ridiculously, mind-numbingly annoying to pick a season, because you'll have people who just latch onto a show because they want to be in it, or they want to direct it, or they just love it and have always loved it. And you have to kind of negotiate. But this season, our very first meeting, we identified 3 of the plays that ultimately made the cut. And we were unanimous. We were like, yes, Curious Incident. Yes to Marjorie Prime. Yes to Five Women was not the one. It was Spitfire. And I was just like, wait, did that really happen? But we were just all in sync. And we continued to read plays, and we continued to talk about them. And we didn't nail it down until January, maybe. But we were just all so in sync. It was such a great
Not until January.
committee.
She went in the meeting like, oh, this is going to be a 10-minute meeting. This is going to be great. And then you had to, months later.
Right.
And we're trying to, with this slate of plays, bring different plays that people don't do and that people may
Right.
not have even heard of. And we're hoping that doesn't keep people from exploring these, what we think are exciting new plays being brought to the area.
Yeah, Curious is definitely going to be a challenging one. Did you happen to come up and see the show?
I did not. I saw all the pictures. But I was knee deep in August Osage County at that point.
Yeah.
And so I just couldn't get away.
No. I mean, it's always nice, obviously, have you seen the Broadway version, national, anything? Have you seen any of it?
No.
Wow. So you
I've
get to
read
come
it.
at it from complete scratch.
Yep.
And have a whole new own view then. So it'll probably be nothing like the show that I just saw TSA do then, which is cool.
Yeah.
You'll have your own
That's what
professional.
theater is,
yeah.
right?
You'll have your own way of doing it.
Have a
and
vision
It'll be
and-
very, very cool. So, wow. Okay, so a couple months, you picked your show, and we're already down to the last show. Is that right?
Yeah.
That doesn't seem right. That was
And
fast.
it's the winner of this year's playwriting competition,
Oh.
which is called Not Quite Gone. And it's by a man named Ethan Woody Brown, who I believe just graduated from Bowling Green High School last year.
I believe that to be true, too. Yeah.
Wow.
And it's really an insightful play for somebody so young to have written. And he did it as part of a research project.
My mouth is hanging open. I should probably close my mouth. I'm like, what? He was 18 years old and probably wrote it when he was 17, actually. Mm-hmm. That's insane. I'm sorry. He wrote it for a project?
A project where he was exploring life in a assisted living or
Okay.
nursing home kind of place. And so it's amazing. It's amazing the dialogue and the feelings that he got right for being such a young person.
That is amazing.
Wow.
So he must have done a lot of research then. He must
did.
have gone to the facilities. And did he work there? Do you know, or did he?
No, he just
Observe.
plunged into this.
Wow.
And
How in the world is somebody so mature at 17? I probably shouldn't say what my thoughts were doing at 17. They were not writing shows. They weren't going to assisted facility places. I was garbage. I was not a good person.
No. Yeah. And
So-
he'll work with you to create the show for the first time. And
The director will work with him and with the actors to do that. And I think what's great about the playwriting contest is, this year we have somebody who's incredibly experienced. Nina's had plays done in any number of places, and she's written all kinds of stuff. And then the next year we can have somebody who is a newbie, and that those two processes are going to be very different for the directors and the writers and the actors. But part of what we want to do is become this hub for all kinds of art to take place at our space. And one of the things that we can do is educate people who are new to it, people who have some more experience and are veterans. And we're really excited about that, or at least I am.
What's the cash prize for winning that contest? No, there's no cash prize.
There's no cash
No
prize.
cash
We're
prize.
a nonprofit.
Oh,
but
these
they
darn
get to
community
see their
theater.
show.
They get to see- yeah, they got it. They get to see their show
Their show
realized.
produced, yeah.
They get to see. They get it workshopped. They get it cleaned up and put together. And then there could be more cleaning up as time goes by. Even who knows? So it's a great opportunity for these people, obviously, to get an audience out there to see what's going on. So.
Absolutely.
And so we want to put in a word right now for next year's playwriting competition because that deadline is in December, but it's
December
not
31st.
too early to start thinking about it.
Absolutely
Yeah.
not.
We had 3 entries this year, and we'd welcome many more for next.
I would
Oh,
need
good.
more months than what you've given me to come
Wow.
up with a play. So
Maybe you should get a time turner like they have in Harry Potter. And
yeah.
You could make more months or more time. So, yeah.
Oh, so do you have like directors already picked out? Do you have a call for directors?
We do have a call for directors.
Okay.
And so you can email president@blackswampplayers.org and
And
Well,
who will
actually,
get that?
they can just go to tinyurl.com/BSP direct and find the
That's right.
application. Tinyurl.com/BSP direct.
Oh, nobody's writing that down, man. They're driving in the car right now.
or
know,
you can go to our
It's easy to
website.
remember.
There you go. Go to the website. And I'm sure there's something on there that'll do it.
Right.
That's what you got to
Yep.
do. But you're going to have a call probably publicly and all sorts of stuff for all these shows then.
Yes.
Yeah. And then you're going to need choreographer for your musical.
Probably not for that
Oh,
one.
yeah. It's not a huge
No,
dance show.
there's not a lot of dance that
All
happens in
right.
that.
Music director, though. Music
Yes,
director. All
definitely
right.
music
See?
director.
Well, I'm just excited you guys were actually able to come onto our show, and we feel special that you guys actually wanted to come
this
on
is
here and
exciting.
reveal
A big-
for us. So.
Well,
It's
I'm
a
glad you
great
asked.
Reveal.
podcast.
Oh,
I've listened
thanks.
to quite a few of the episodes.
Thanks.
Oh, and-
It's because of Ron.
Deb, what is your
It's all
role
about
with-
Ron.
What is your role, Deb?
So I'm vice president on the board, and I'm the stage manager for this musical, and I have a part in the upcoming Twilight Los Angeles.
All right. Why don't you brag a little more? Jeez.
You also are the season selection committee chair.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh my
okay.
gosh! And she was the prom queen and everything else.
No,
mean,
I
my
was the
goodness.
prom queen. What are you talking about? Didn't you see Carrie?
It was like, sheesh. You guys, you're like a one-man show over there. You do all those things?
Yep.
All right. They need more people working for Black Swamp, it sounds like.
We do need more
and
people.
you said your space, your building is minutes from being finished. Is that?
Oh, it's not finished?
minutes?
Minutes? No,
I
you said
don't
it
know
was
that I heard
any day now.
minutes.
You said any day now.
Well, I
Sure.
mean, it's happening in phases.
In phases.
So, right now we're hoping that those bathrooms will get done on the first floor.
Oh
But
my
there are-
gosh. Hey, I hope so too then.
Yeah.
No,
There
we
are
have
bathrooms on the second
bathrooms.
floor, right?
That's why they do
They're
one
downstairs,
Oh,
yes.
okay.
But there are things that right now we're hoping will get done in the near future, but there are many other things that need to happen to our building. The auditorium is looking very, very good.
Nice.
But
It's got walls. It's got seats.
It
It's
does
got a
have walls.
stage.
Got lights and sound too.
And
Look
really
at
good
that.
lights and
See?
sound. So-
Wow. Well, we're going to come down and see a show, aren't we, Ron?
Heck yeah.
Heck
Yes.
yeah. No, I mean, like soon.
The
So-
Sunset Grill thing, if it's got like ribs in it and pie, I'm in. I'm coming.
Yeah.
you
The
know, you
Spitfire
should have
Grill?
come to
Yeah.
see
Spitfire
my
Grill.
show.
That's it.
The Osage
because we
Orange?
served,
Spitfire Grill,
yeah,
yeah.
Osage County, because we had a full meal on stage.
And can I tell you how
every
dumb I
performance.
am? This is how dumb I am, okay? Because everybody already knows by listening to podcasts, I'm pretty dense. But I was going to go see that show, and I was ready to go on Sunday, and I didn't realize your show on Sunday was earlier at 1 o'clock. Why you do that for? You totally threw me off.
It was a 3-hour show.
But I was like, oh, I'm totally going to be there.
Yeah.
And my wife is a photographer. She was out. I was like, no problem. She'll be back. And I'm like, wait a minute, what time's the show? So that was going to be, I was going to break the virgin seal going down and seeing Black Swamp show, and I blew it. So now I got to go down there and see, another one. So whatever.
Well, it should have been
I
you
want to
was
see,
coming up.
Well, yeah, I could see that too. Yeah, I should, but I really want to see that play in the fall that you're talking about, the comedy with the bridesmaids.
5 women wearing the same dress.
Yeah. At the same time, you said, right?
Yes.
Oh, no. I said that. I was like, wait a minute. Did I say that? That's the different show.
All right. Well, that's okay.
Maybe you should write that show for our playwriting contest.
It's called a big old dress. Or no, I'll call it dress
big
barn.
old
I'll call it
dress.
dress barn. Oh, that's
Well, I
probably
don't know. I
taken,
don't know.
right? That's
Or-
taken. Oh.
I don't
5
know,
old
but
guys
5 old guys who don't know
Wearing-
nothing about dresses. Is that
wearing
what
the
you're
same
gonna say?
dress.
wearing the same dress.
That's
Yeah.
a really
Oh.
different show.
Anything else you want to say here? I don't want to cut you off, but this is great. You guys are putting on the show, and you still got all these shows coming up, and you guys are. Not that long ago, you were fizzling, and now you're like blowing up.
cranking
It
'em.
sounds like.
We're on fire. We're on fire. Yeah.
Anything
I want
else?
to point out,
Yes.
it's not that long of a drive from Toledo.
No,
to
it's
Bowling
not at
Green.
all.
So
Especially
come
if you
on
live in
down.
Perrysburg. It's right
That's
there.
right. It's right there.
And
So
it's
Perrysburg
well
and
worth
Bowling
the
Green just
drive.
run right into each other. So, I'm gonna come see. I swear.
Okay.
The dress one, that one, I'm coming to see because that sounds very hilarious to me. So.
But in a few weeks, you're doing a musical.
We are.
the end of April, beginning of May, and then at the end of May, we're doing Twilight Los Angeles, 1992, and then in the middle of
Mimi's.
June, we're doing
Mimi's.
Mimi's Famous
There you
Company.
go. So everybody who's listening does not need to wait until the next season.
That's
They're
right.
still there. You guys are constantly cranking out the shows. So go out there, people. Go see their stuff right now. Go to Black Swamp's Facebook page. Follow them. Go to the Instagram page. Don't follow that, but just follow the Facebook page.
Yes.
All right. Thanks for coming in, guys.
Thanks
Thanks
for
for
having
having
us.
us.
So we're changing gears a little bit here. As I say, please go and give us a review on iTunes. I know it's like, why he's so lame after something like this to even mention going there. But it's important. It's important because it gives us nice ratings, bumps us up on the charts, gives us a little bit more recognition, and keeps us going as a podcast. So again, if you like us, give us a rating. Write us a review. Always a bonus. We love the written reviews. Again, thanks for listening to another episode of Stage Door, and we will be back next Friday. Bye.